by high request, the community has asked me for a little tutorial on how I was able to achieve that really cool framing, mimicking that video by Dear Silas. So, while out on vacation in my favorite spot of all time, Lake Powell, I decided to cook up my first tutorial for you guys. The way I was able to achieve this really cool look is using the Fusion tab in DaVinci Resolve. We can create borders around the frames themselves and then readjust them in the Inspector tab in the Edit page. And then I also kind of just keyframed them in where I wanted them to be. So the way I was able to make this happen, go over here into the Fusion page and add a rectangle. So that's this button right here. Matter of fact, let's just do it again together. We're gonna go over here, open up this clip in the Fusion page, add a rectangle. Now we're gonna change the corner radius to about 0.25, and that looks really nice, I believe. But it kind of cut down all this extra space around the outside. So you can make it wider and you can make it taller. That way we're only cutting out the stuff that we don't need. Then once we're done with that, hop back into the Edit page. Since we're in a vertical timeline, just have to scale it down to the size that we need, and you can play around, move it wherever you'd like. As I also added a solid color underneath. So what you will do is just hop over into the Effects tab. Now I use that as like a base layer, and I changed the color to white, and then just left that as my background. But now, grab like another clip, layer this one on top, go back into the Fusion tab, add a rectangle, change the corner radius to 0.25. Now this one we're gonna go a little more square. So instead of scaling it that way, we're gonna scale the height to 1, and this one still looks a little wide. We're gonna go 0.45, and that looks somewhat square, maybe 0.4. And we can change the center like this. It's kind of guess and, small little edits. And then we can scale this down. And then you can just play around with them as much as you'd like. There's no real way to kind of setting it up perfect, at least not that I've found. It's kind of difficult to find out where the best spots are. I just overlaid the screenshot that I took of Silas's video and just put it on top, and then changed the blend mode so that I could kind of see and try and mimic the exact position that I wanted. But you can do it by eye. It's not that difficult. But yeah, that's it for my first tutorial. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment.